Okay. Hi, and what is your name?
My name is Matt Lysecki.
And do you approve this message?
I approve this message.
All right. Do you have any general thoughts about the campaign or tonight's election?
I feel like the campaign has certainly been an interesting one. The conversation has oftentimes steered away from the issues, or has been about things peripheral to the issues, like Obama's debate performance or Mitt Romney's gaffes or issues like that. But I feel like overall the campaign has done a decent job of hitting many of the important issues facing the country today and showing how each candidate views them differently.
Okay, and are you happy the election and running up to the election is over, the whole campaign?
You know, in some ways that I am. Obviously, the constant bombardment with advertisements, although I don't get as much of it not living in a swing state. But you're still definitely exposed to it, and I'm glad that that's over. In a way, I'm not, because there are a couple issues that I feel like haven't gotten the coverage during the election cycle that they should, and the fact that it's over means that any chance to talk about them in the context of the election is lost.
That's definitely a really good point. And I guess, what piece of advice would you have to offer the next president?
This advice, I think especially goes to Mitt Romney, who wouldn't listen to it, and to Obama, who I believe believes in it, but doesn't see it as politically expedient. I think the environment is an issue that hasn't been touched on at all. It wasn't mentioned once climate change was not mentioned once during any of the 3 presidential debates or the vice presidential debate. The East Coast, with the highest population concentration in the country, was just slammed by a massive storm/hurricane in the end of October. That's generally not something that happens. I think it's completely impossible to deny that climate change is real and happening right now. And it's only going to get worse unless this next administration does something about it. Obama kind of tried to in his first term, but was unable to get anything done, and Romney has gone on record a number of times saying that he's not running to do anything about the environment. I think that's a huge mistake for both of them, and I strongly urge whoever is elected to make that a priority in his next administration.
So what do you think about Mayor Bloomberg citing that in his endorsement of Obama? Is that a substantive thing? Is that a positive step?
I think that's a positive step. I don't know how much impact it's going to have. Mayor Bloomberg is talking to New Yorkers. New York is going to vote for Obama regardless. But I hope that it's an emphasis to whoever wins that this is an issue that affects a lot of people and will only grow to affect more people, especially with Mayor Bloomberg kind of crossing parties to deliver that message and deliver his endorsement of Obama in the wake of Sandy. I think that is a powerful message, and I hope both candidates were listening.
Okay, and my last question, in the immediate aftermath of the election, what can or should the next president do, if anything, to alleviate the division that this election cycle has either caused or at least contributed to? And Congress also.
That's a tough one. I feel like that is something that Obama came into office really wanting to do. I feel like that contributed to the first 2 years when he could have rammed any policy he wanted through. He didn't, in the name of trying to build unity. Obviously that kind of backfired with the 2010 midterm elections giving power in Congress to Republicans, and then the rest of his term was kind of trying to fight them and them obstructing. That said, and I don't know what it is, but it seems like the president has to find an issue that everyone can agree on, or that at least impacts everyone equally and in a somewhat similar direction. Don't ask me what it is, but there's got to be something out there that we can all kind of get on the same page on.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.